Hello, fellow artists. Thank you for joining me again today. We're going to look at number 19 in the Pottag Preparatory Melodies to Solo work. This is a pretty little tune, and I think I'll go ahead and just play it for you, and then I'll give you some suggestions as to what kind of things to try and hear when you listen to it the next time. Okay, I hope you were engaged by that. This is very simple, but like a lot of simple things, it has subtleties in it that either help to bring the music across or kind of get in the way. And one of the things that you'll notice in a lot of these little tunes is that they're not necessarily metronomic, that the time is somewhat flexible. Now, this requires a musical judgment call on your part. So I'm going to give you some basic principles and show you what I mean. Now, this one is not necessarily the best example because it's not quite so obvious in this one. But if I play the subdivision for you, I'm going to play 16ths going all the way through, you'll get the idea. And I do this quite a bit. Actually, the easiest way for you to practice it is you get into the sense of the time. Now, if you could hear what I just did, you'd notice that there are very, very slight, very subtle changes in the feeling of momentum of the subdivided notes, of the internal rhythm, in this case the 16th notes moving inside. And that's where a great deal of musical expression comes from. And if you listen, I strongly encourage you, when you listen to, especially in romantic music, you're going to hear this used a great deal. You listen to great performers on all instruments and vocalists, and you'll listen for the subdivision. See if you can hear where the subdivision is and what it does. So one of the principles here is that see, that's got some momentum. And then it relaxes very, very slightly. That's how I get the gesture. If I go, that's metronomic, but it's going to sound more mechanical. It will lose the feeling of motion that slight change in the flow of the tempo has. Some people are going to do this naturally. And it's not something that you want to try too hard to do. You mostly want to listen for it and feel it and gesture it, conduct it for yourself, and work with the air as I just did. I think that will really help. Now, there's another interesting aspect with this that you might find valuable in your practice. People tend to kind of settle on a tempo and then play whatever they're working on at the same tempo. And tempo is just one of the major elements that you're going to be dealing with, but when you have a willingness to explore things that go beyond kind of what your natural tendency would be, you may find some new things that are really cool, that are really engaging to you. Now I'm going to play this at a different tempo. I might not play all the way through, but just to give you the idea. So my first tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. I'm going to play it much faster. Now that feels very different. Of course, as you change speed, you might discover technical issues. Issues that feel things that feel physically awkward for you to do. That's good. Because as you play through the whole range of tempo, you're going to be developing your skills and kind of settling everything down to be more connected to the way you're hearing and feeling the music. Now, if I do it very slowly, I'll do it with the subdivision so you can hear what I'm doing. I think if you were listening, you could hear what I was talking about there. So experiment with the tempo, experiment with the feeling the subdivision, especially just feeling it, conducting it, using air to create that subdivided effect, and then try and take it to the horn and actually physically do it by tonguing the subdivision as you practice this. I think you're going to find it very valuable. And it should make things feel more natural and kind of get worked into your body a little bit more. So thanks for listening today, and I hope you find that applying these things, that it helps you discover new interest and engagement and satisfaction and entertainment and joy from playing the music. It's not a task, it's an opportunity. Keep that in mind as you're practicing. I'll see you later on. Have a good day. Bye-bye.